All right, when God says to you to flee and you choose to stay, quoting scriptures in disobedience, you are actually on your own. All right, many do not know that they can run away by faith. All right, in Matthew 2:13, the word of the Lord went to Joseph to flee, all right, with baby Jesus and our mom by night. And this is what parenting by faith, all right, is all about. All right, you having the capacity to hearing the voice of God and you acting on what the voice of the Lord says. All right, this is what parenting by faith, all right, is all about. The enemy was not after the death of Mary and Joseph, the parents of the baby Jesus, all right, but the enemy was after the death of Jesus. All right, so there are enemies who are not after the death of parents, but they are after the death of their children because they feel threatened by their existence, just as Herod felt threatened by the existence of Jesus. All right, so if they do not kill children with stars, they make sure that they render them useless so that they do not fulfill their destinies. So when you are parenting your children by faith, you will know when to stay and when to flee with your children. All right. Those who did not understand parenting by faith lost their children in the book of Matthew chapter 2. All right. Bible talks about Rachel weeping and no one could console her because of children that she lost. So many parents were weeping in those days because Herod gave a decree that every child born around the time that Jesus was born should be killed. And the reason Jesus was able to escape was because Joseph could hear the voice of God. And God said, "Arise and flee with the baby and his mother." So a lot of people don't understand that they can actually run away by faith. All right. So, but when you see Joseph, flee with Mary and baby Jesus that night, you will think that they were fearful. But the truth is this, they were running away by faith. So in other words, it is not everyone who is running away, all right, who is fearful. Some people are running away in obedience. They are running away by faith. How about the case of Moses? The Bible says that after keeping the baby for a while in the house, all right, the mother of Moses had to put him by the river bank. But if you read Exodus chapter 2 alone, you will not understand what is playing out here. So when you go to the book of Hebrews chapter 11, you will understand what is happening. The Bible says, by faith, the mother of Moses, all right, made an ark of bulrushes, all right, and put the baby by the river. So, in other words, everything that played out in Exodus chapter 2 was actually commanded by God. And this is what parenting by faith, all right, is all about. This is why you don't copy people when it comes to the work of faith. It was God who told the mother of Moses to nurture him in the house for 3 months. So it was not fear, all right, that made the mother of Moses to bring him out and go put him on the surface of water. It was the voice of God. It was God who said the time had come for you to push the baby out, because God knew the exact time that the daughter of Pharaoh would come to have a bath. All right, and so it was after that time that the lady got to see uh, baby Moses, and you would find out that the mother of Moses didn't even come out to see what would become of the child. And this is what parenting by faith is all about, because it was God who told the mother of Moses to go out, to go and place the baby where she placed the baby. And this is what parenting by faith does. When you are parenting your children by faith, then you will enter into rest. It was the sister of Moses who was stretching her neck, who was tiptoeing, trying to see what would become of the baby, but the mother of Moses did not even leave the house. And this is what you are going to experience when you are parenting your children by faith. You will enter into rest, because you know that what is affecting other children will never affect your own children. The reason you should be able to hear God is not because you want to enter into ministry, but you need to be able to hear God because of your children. When God says, take your children and run away with your children, all right, don't stay behind, because if you stay behind, you are on your own. Many children have died, all right, as an effect of their parents being unable to hear the voice of God.